What's up, docs and docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here, and we are doing the Roger Rabbit shorts in our lead up to the Who Framed Roger Rabbit commentary, and I am joined once again with my good friend Bill Kopp, who worked on all these. But before we go to Bill, I want to show you guys something real quick. In these opening credits, we have a credit going to Gary K. Wolfe, and I recently interviewed Gary, and he told me about why the credit shows up here and not in Tummy Trouble, the cartoon that we saw yesterday.
Tummy Trouble, they just flat out forgot it.
Oh, really?
It's contractually obligated. So, first call was to my attorney, and his first call was to Michael Eisner, who immediately sent me a telegram apologizing for this. He said, so that was on a Monday. On Tuesday, this Brinks truck pulled up out front of my house with this big bag of money, and they said, I hope this makes you feel better.
Well, that would certainly make me feel better. All right, so let's get back to our special guest, the incomparable Bill Kopp. Now, Bill, you were saying before we hit record on this thing that you love the rustic look of this cartoon.
It looks like an old, rural borders cartoon. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, It's weird because the actual you couldn't really point a finger to cartoons that have this same premise, but the premise is very traditional in a weird way. Like the premise of Roger having to keep his eye on the baby who is not, who is constantly in trouble and oblivious to the danger that they're in. I can't think of of cartoons that have done this, but it feels so much like I've seen it before. In fact, the only time that I think I've seen it elsewhere is after this, and that's in Animaniacs with they had Buttons and Mindy. I think is what they're.
Well, there was the name of it. This shot also, we really took our time figuring out how to do this and make it all work, and it was like early CG work to do some of the bigger shapes of the shelf and stuff in the art. It's great too. I mean, everyone in the shots is delicious. But anyway, back to your point about story on these things. It's like the characters are going to dictate how your story runs.
Yeah.
And you've got Roger, who's panicking because the baby's out of his grip. And the baby's an idiot, basically, or is he? So Roger's like in this savior mode. So the cartoon is going to have that inertia along with it. Because what else,
Yeah.
The baby's. It's like three pieces that are working together.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We really played with angles in this thing. I mean, it breaks up space really nicely, and all that is like foreshadowing, getting onto the coaster.
It's interesting because these are in continuity with the Roger Rabbit movie, which takes place in 1947, and yet it's reminiscent of the kind of cartoons that were made back then, but it's not literal because there's a lot of sophistication in these cartoons that couldn't do back then.
All Roger's dialogue here, we did not have script. We just had an idea and started drawing. There's no more corn dogs for you. Our counselor had the line about not wearing shoes. I'm a vegetarian. I don't even wear shoes. And counselor also came up with the line for I got a headache, but it's just a little one.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Oh!
I mean, it was great they let us get away with that.
Yeah.
He's like, ah! So, everything is going to go against Roger because of his state of mind, I guess,
Yeah.
He's going to overdo it.
Here's a great line.
That's just... We're really just following him, yeah.
That was great thing.
Disney got us tickets to like the park and Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm. And I went and filmed we in the front car, everyone, and filmed all these roller coasters. Like, yeah, we're going on roller coasters for the next week or so. That was a great shot. That was great.
Yeah, it looks like it was this is definitely the Florida crew because they put it in Florida, of course.
Yeah. That's, first that's right. Yeah.
Tom Cito said that crew was sometimes called the Goldfish Bowl because they were on display at MGM Studios in the early 90s.
Kelly and I were there for a little while to get everything set up, and then I came back to work on story. But yeah, the storyboard room was like this small room that one wall was just like glass. And
Yeah.
It was very weird. And all the guys that moved to live there had to have their hair cut to park standards.
Oh, wow.
Whereas us LA guys couldn't. We were grandfathered in. It's like, nah, my hair. I had hair down to my shoulders.
Richard Williams' only involvement in the short.
At the park, we'd show them our tag. They were like, "You guys don't work here. Your hair's too long."
Yeah.
I'm not playing by the rules here. You know.
Yeah, we're artists, man.
Great. Yeah, Jeff Ventura is the guy who really built all this crazy shit. Jeff Ventura is great. We did a Tales from the Crypt episode together.
That's in my top 3 favorite episodes of Tales from the Crypt, I might add.
Yeah, I'll tell you something about on the 3-people crew that I had with Pat and Kevin Harkey. That was a really good trio because I was like kind of driving the gags, and Pat was he's such a crazy animator artist. Stuff is really awesome. So he was on that staging wise, and then we had Kevin Harkey who was really good. He was a great layout guy, so he could sort of reinforce that too. So it was a really good team. We all had like a different area.
Did Harkey work on this?
Oh yeah. We were there all together up until Trail. Yeah. We had another one too about a shark. It had a funny title, Beach Blanket Bunny or something like that. And it was like, you know, I don't know, the baby got in the water, it's a shark, you know. It was all the beach stuff, like all the gags in it. And it was great. I think we boarded some of it, but
Oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I just saw in the credits there. I was completely wrong. I thought that Richard Williams did Droopy's voice there, but it wasn't. It was Corey Burton. He did Droopy in Tummy Trouble, Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
Wrong about that.
You just got to pull your cheeks apart so you get the white, air.
Again.
Anyway, and then Don Hahn came up with this last line because we were like, he's got to say something in that last scene. What's the matter, Toots? You afraid of a little bang? That was Don Hahn. It's like, you know, I saw Disney coming up with a joke like that. That was great.